Working at night is dangerous. There have been a number of serious incidents involving workers on Australian roads every year.
2 roadside workers have died in Queensland in the past 24 hours after being hit by trucks in separate accidents. A 44-year-old man died west of Mackay yesterday when a work truck reversed over him, and a 23-year-old traffic controller died late last night on Brisbane's north side. He was at a roadworks site in Stafford at about 10 o'clock when he was hit by a reversing tip truck.
The impact on families and colleagues is devastating.
He's only a young man, about 23 years of age, just starting out in life, and he's been killed in a very, very tragic accident.
One of the greatest potentials for serious injury or even death on a road construction site is caused by the interaction workers have with on-site plant or road traffic. During nighttime works, the potential for a serious incident increases significantly. When works are being conducted at night, a driver's ability to see objects moving around them is reduced, leaving workers vulnerable to vehicles or plant. Accidents don't discriminate. It doesn't matter whether you're a traffic or truck controller, plant operator, ground worker, truck driver, inspector, foreman, or even the project manager. Everybody needs to be seen at night. In 2010, the asphalt community was rocked by an on-site fatality during a night shift operation. This tragedy led to an increased push for biomotion clothing becoming the minimum standard on all asphalt night work sites, providing a simple safety strategy to help all workers reduce the risks. Biomotion clothing consists of reflective material and is the most effective way of making yourself visible at night. Reflective markings are permanently stitched to clothing onto trousers and sleeves, placed on movable joints. Depending on your role, you may be required to wear alternative clothing on site, including vests of various colours. It is important to ensure these vests are fitted with reflective markings and match the existing biomotion standard. The development of the biomotion standard was aided by research conducted by the Queensland University of Technology. Experts found that adding reflective material near to your major movable joints, including ankles, knees, elbows and wrists, would significantly improve your visibility. The placement of these reflective markings conveys the biological motion to which drivers are perceptually sensitive. Wearing biomotion clothing works by increasing your contrast against a dark background. It makes you stand out at night. The reflective materials beam light back in the direction it came from. When attached to your moving joints and lit up by a vehicle's headlights, the reflection is a clear indication to an approaching driver that you are there. The benefits of wearing biomotion clothing on an active site really stack up against the alternatives. To highlight this, here are 3 workers dressed in different clothing: dark, fluorescent, and biomotion. As a driver approaches them on a dark road, you will notice that not all of the workers are clearly visible. The worker on the left is wearing dark clothing, and it's no surprise that at night this worker is almost invisible. In the middle is a worker wearing fluorescent clothing made of fluorescent material. But as you can see, this is also difficult for drivers to see at night. This is because fluorescent clothing works by converting invisible ultraviolet light from the sun into visible light. But at night, it's next to useless. The worker on the right is wearing reflective biomotion clothing, with the reflective parts placed near movable joints in the biomotion configuration. This is the safest option. Biomotion provides a clear warning to oncoming road traffic or equipment that an object is ahead, if it is moving, and in which direction. Biomotion clothing is still effective when the driver's sight is obscured by glare. Queensland University of Technology researchers reviewed the distances that drivers could actually see workers at night. A worker wearing dark clothing was spotted at less than 20 metres away, compared to a person wearing a reflective vest who was spotted at more than twice this distance. But the distance at which a worker wearing reflective material in the biomotion configuration could be seen is much greater, almost 10 times that of the person wearing dark clothing. Under perfect conditions, including a dry road and clear night, a driver would take around 2.5 seconds to react after spotting a worker. At all speed variations, the worker wearing dark clothing has a high risk of collision and will rely on luck alone to get home safely. The worker wearing a reflective vest is still in danger of a collision, even at low speed, as the driver barely has enough time to stop. When you increase the speed to 60 km per hour and then 80 km per hour, a worker wearing reflective clothing has a high risk of a collision. In contrast, the worker wearing biomotion clothing with reflective material near the movable joints is spotted quickly, providing ample time for the driver to react, slow down and stop, therefore avoiding a potential tragic accident, even when the vehicle is travelling at a high speed. Remember, before you step onto a worksite at night, wearing biomotion clothing with reflective materials placed near your movable joints is the best way to warn others that you are there. Working safely is everyone's responsibility. Zero harm, every site, every day, every night.